Maybe we're going live. There it goes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to A Course in Miracles, followed by Chanting for Change. We are on day 32, going into a new month today, and I'm so excited about this lesson. I'm Teri Angel. I'm here with my co-host, Karen Palmer. Hi, Karen.
Hi.
And our beautiful family that joined us tonight, Christine and Sunny.
Yep.
Auntie Jean, Charlie, and Grace Isas. Welcome in, everyone. We're going to go ahead and just jump right in here. So, Karen, would you please guide us into our hearts?
I would be so honored. So this is our time to slow down. Just slowing down our breath. Feeling just the ease of being in our heart. Just resting in our heart. Just resting in that. Resting in the breath. Keeping still and quiet. Feeling that gentle wave of acceptance as we rest and trust and listen, knowing that the answers are all within, and the answer is always love. Projection makes perception. The world we see is what we gave it, nothing more than that. But also, it is not more than that. It is not less. But though it is not more than that, it is not less. Therefore, to you, it is important. It is the witness to your state of mind that the outside picture of an inward condition. As a man thinketh, so does he perceive. Therefore, seek not to change the world, but choose to change your mind about the world. Therefore, seek not to change the world, but choose to change your mind about the world. Therefore, seek not to change the world, but choose to change your mind about the world. Okay, so we can gently ease back into this moment, feeling so revitalized and refreshed by the words, and open to receive more beautiful inspiration and insights through our beautiful friends and family.
Everyone's back.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, go ahead, Jean. You wanted to share something?
Oh, well, just reflecting, the statement that we were,
I'm not the victim of.
I am not the victim of the world I see. I thought about that a lot today and said it, but looking over my life, my past, I think I chose to be a victim. Except I can possibly not include the years of my childhood, because that was something that I was born into, But after that, I kept staying in that mode for an awful long time. The world was unfair and everybody treated me unfair, and that was my choice. And I'm really being helped by this program, this lesson, to realize that was all up in here. And like you said, Karen, that we have to change that. And then you said something, the phrase you used at the very end, what was it? You said it 3 times. I can't remember. About the very, very end.
Seek not to change the world, but choose to change your mind about the world.
Exactly. Yes. But also, as part of that, I choose to change the world. And I do that not just by my thoughts, but also by my actions, my behaviors, my responsibility to the earth is what I'm thinking of. So they kind of go together, So anyway, a good lesson. Thank you.
I had a hard time wrapping my head around that one too, Jean. So, when I was saying it, I was all right with it. I am not the victim of the world I see. But I thought of it like you did. I made myself the victim, of how I was, Yeah, it was, I felt good when I was saying it and doing it, but other times I think this one was a hard one to get past, or I felt the exact same way as Jean did. It was like, like I am the victim of what I made myself.
Just remember that the ego thought system is ready to hijack everything that we're doing here too. And that the ego thought system wants to keep you in that belief that you're guilty. And what you want to do is not hold on to the guilt, but give it over to spirit instantly and say, I don't want to be a victim. I don't want to continue this way. I'm ready to choose again. And that's all we need to do. Just keep remembering that our only job, our only function is the one God gave us. That function is to forgive ourselves for all that we have believed was real other than love. That's all we have to do.
So true.
Just be super, super gentle with yourself about these lessons, because the ego thought system will hijack your mind and will try to get you to feel guilty about what you're reading. And then you'll say, I don't really want to do that lesson. I don't really want to do that. I don't really feel like reading the lesson. I don't really feel like doing the exercise today. But who's saying that? Who is it who's saying it doesn't want to do the lesson? That's a question you want to keep asking yourself. Teri and I had a nice talk today on the phone about it. And we were both talking about how we completely acknowledge seeing that beautiful light and Christ in Sharon, and that when she was being called out on it by a beautiful teenager who saw her beauty and saw her grace, she kind of stepped back and was like, wait a minute, what am I doing that's shining too bright? Am I shining too bright? What am I doing wrong? That's when the ego thought system comes in and it jumps on. And it kind of jumps on your piggyback. It's like it gets on your back and you're like, where'd this thing come from? But you know, Sharon, Teri and I were talking about it today on the phone, and I know that Jean and Christine and Charlie feel the same way. We totally see that in you. Like, it's just, it glows out of you in such a beautiful, beautiful way. And we were both just saying how amazing it is that a beautiful, you know, innocent girl could just come up and say that to you without having any, you know, having any insecurity about saying it to you. I just think it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you, both you and Teri, all of you. I'm becoming more and more aware, and I can't say comfortable, but settled in it, because I see it in everyone. I just see it in everyone naturally, and even less work at it, even for the people that I have challenges with. It's like my brain is automatic, my soul is automatic to move through that. So if like attracts like, then it's coming back to me. It's you know, it's a little uncomfortable, but I'm becoming more settled with it. Thank you for sharing that. Today's lesson was interesting for me because I forgot about it all day. I didn't, when I came on, like, what was it? I don't even remember what it was. And when Charlie said it, or Karen, somebody, whoever said it first, it's like, oh. And what happened today was I actually was living that all day long, because I have this, I'm rephrasing it in my mind. I have this opportunity to really receive without guilt, without conversation, without sadness, and you know, I don't want to do this, and how did I get myself in this place? Whenever those words or thoughts, Karen, like you say, my ego comes up, I'm gentle and go, you know, that feels uncomfortable. That feels like I need to be saved. That feels like I should regret, and that there's nothing to regret. This is going to be a wonderful experience. Maybe not wonderful right away, but it's going to be, it's going to be okay. And then when you read the sentence, I'm not a victim, I'm like, oh, I felt so empowered today. Every time I shifted that thought, I felt like I can take care of myself in this world. And it wasn't even alone, because all day long, guides, miracles. I got an email from my car dealership that I did not buy my car from, that said, hey, get a free oil change. And just an hour before my walk, I'm going, ugh, I need an oil change. I wonder how that's going to work out. And then I got an email that said free. I signed up for it. The email didn't respond free. So I was like, was it really free? And I called the guy. He goes, oh, no, you didn't buy your car here. So we can't give that to you for free. I said, I have an email. It's got your company on it. And he goes, oh, okay, well, I guess we are going to give you a free. This is a good life. This is a wonderful lesson. And I'm just so grateful to be here with all of you.
So happy that you are here. Oh, so many miracles. You know, we were talking just yesterday. Sharon was on with me on the podcast, and we're talking about the miracles, one after another, that just keeps coming through. And it's because we're creating them by allowing ourselves to be our magnificent self. And so, Sharon, I was really happy when you said, I'm going to receive, because that's what leads to the miracles, is when we're open to receive. And I think Karen and I were talking today about, A Course in Miracles and how it's going with this whole process of unfolding it for everyone and for ourselves as well. And our only ask is an open mind. Like Pam says, we can't do this with the human brain. We can't take it apart and say, that doesn't make sense, so I'm going to stop, because we'll stop. But if we say, okay, I'm just going to let spirit take over, and I'm going to be open to receive, then that's when the miracles happen. And that's when we find our lives are changed, because we've allowed it in. And so I see that for all of us, but Sharon, I especially see it for you, to accept that beautiful energy that you are and allow a free oil change or whatever else might come up for you. It's just an allowing.
It is. And it's a lesson that we benefit from more and more. We give so much. Everyone here on this call is such a sweet giver and helper and service, and to receive in the places that are unexpected and maybe feel a little scratchy is really the gift that we give the world, because we can't keep pouring out without filling up again.
Okay, well, I see we need to move on to today's lesson, which is a powerful lesson as well. I have invented the world I see. And again, I think there was a reason they had me make the statement I made. Our human brain's going to go, oh, really? And we're going to get some pushback from that ego thought system. But just have that open mind. Let's see what the Course says. And let's see, I fully 100% believe that Jesus dictated this. I really believe that in my heart. The moment I connected with it, there was a light that went on, and I said, how we do the gut check. And I'm like, this is real. This is real. So let me just check it out and see what it is. So I don't think there's any mistakes in here. I think whatever is there for us to understand is going to be there for us to understand. So just asking for open mind as we say this all day tomorrow. I have invented the world I see, and I'm ready to take on that, that energy of whatever is there, whatever's showing up for me. I did that. My thoughts, my actions, my beliefs, I created what I have in front of me. So I'm ready for that. And I loved the take on it that came from the insights for this. I see unity instead of separation. I see that the only meaning for time is to now awaken to the truth and join with my brothers and sisters in that awakening. I see that we all go home together. We don't go home alone. My take on the world is the total opposite of the ego's perspective. So each day, each hour, each minute, it is my choice. Do I join with the ego's invention, or do I allow the Holy Spirit to write the script? Which I choose at any moment is up to me. And this choice determines the world I see. I just love that. I think that is pretty much the essence of this lesson. So, Karen, how about that lesson?
Yeah, and when we take on that, admitting that we have, been a victim, that we have, like what Jean was saying, a lot of the times it's really helpful if we can say to ourselves, I forgive myself for being unaware of this behavior. I didn't know I was being a victim. I didn't know I was using this tendency to get my needs met and get what I thought I needed, because I really did believe that I was separate from God. I really did believe that there was an original sin. I really believed that actually happened. And so I was searching, feeling like I was out here all on my own, thinking I'm out here in this world all on my own. I'm going to grab to the next person who's going to give me security, who's going to give me, help me to feel strong about myself. I'm going to follow these people who believe in me. I'm going to try and be around as much as possible. I'm going to try and get the most money I can have. I'm going to try to get the most of what I can. That's gentle understanding. And understanding that we are always doing the best that we know how with the awareness that we have. And that when we have been a victim in the past, that's because we were unaware that we were choosing that. Now we can choose again. Now we can say, I have the power of this decision. I get to choose from this point forward. And this is why this lesson is like total empowerment for all of us. So hear it from that, try and hear it from that perspective, that not like I'm being punished for my choices, that this has been the greatest gift of grace that I have ever received. And I'm so grateful that I've received this gift, because it's helped me to awaken and it's helped me to become aware. And now that I'm more aware, I won't let myself be a victim again. Like Sharon said, I'm not going to be a victim. I'm not going to just accept that they sent me an email and said that they're going to give me a free, and then I'm not going to sit back and say, oh, okay. No, you sent me this email. And, that's choosing again. That's choosing again. So here we go. I have invented the world I see. Today, we are continuing to develop the theme of cause and effect. You are not the victim of the world that you see, because you invented it. You can give it up as easily as you made it up. You will see it or not see it as you wish. While you want it, you will see it. When you no longer want it, it will no longer be there for you to see. The idea for today, like the preceding ones, applies to your inner and outer worlds, which are actually the same. However, since you see them as different, the practice periods for today will again include 2 phases. One involving the world you see outside, and the other, the world you see in your mind. In today's exercises, try to introduce the thought that both are in your own imagination. That's really powerful when you start seeing the outside world as part of your inside world. Again, we will begin the practice periods for the morning and evening by repeating the idea for today 2 or 3 times while looking around at the world you see outside yourself. Then close your eyes and look around your inner world. Try to treat them both as equally as possible. Repeat the idea for today unhurriedly as often as you wish, as you watch the images your imagination presents to your awareness. For the 2 longer practice periods, 3 to 5 minutes are recommended, with not less than 3 required. More than 5 can be utilized if you find the exercise is restful. To facilitate this, select a time when few distractions are anticipated and when you yourself feel reasonably ready. These exercises are also to be continued during the day as often as possible. The shorter applications consist of repeating the idea slowly as you survey either your inner or outer world. It does not matter which you choose. The idea for today should also be applied immediately to any situation that may distress you. Applying the idea by telling yourself, I have invented this situation as I see it.
That's so powerful, especially as we're supporting and celebrating Teri's book, because, you know, you write something and then you can rewrite it. And you can shift it, you can change it, because not that you wrote this, Teri, I know it was delivered through the angels, but it reminds me of anything. You create a play, you do a piece of art, you compose music. You can just change the notes, cut a few, add a few. And that's so interesting to be able to practice that with the world and everything you see, because we're so conditioned that we're a victim, right, Karen? That we don't have any control over this because it's other people pulling the strings. But no.
I love that, Sharon. You know, Pam, I'll talk about her chapter tomorrow when we're doing the discussion, but she had such a wonderful take on it, and she brings it to the quantum level. So I'll share tomorrow what that's all about, because it's so true that, you know, we invent out of our thoughts and out of our emotions. And what do we want to see? Do we want to see the low vibration emotions, or do we want to see happy, happy, joy, joy?
Yeah.
I choose the latter.
Do we want to choose to be punished, or do we want to choose to see it as a gift? That's always the choice. It's really, and a lot of times we kind of go, because of our conditioning and our programming, we go back to being comfortable with the punishment. Teri and I were talking about that today too. We're just like, you know, oh, I did this to myself. Now I've done this, and I've been doing this for all my life now. So, but when you take a moment to just really get still, really get gentle with yourself and say, Spirit, how would you like me to see this? How can I see this from a loving perspective? How can I accept myself more? You know, how can I accept that, yeah, I did do this. Yeah, I did. But maybe I did it unconsciously, and maybe I did it unaware, but maybe there's some part of me that is helping wake me up and get me out of the sense of a false sense of security, so that I can feel and know a real sense of absolute security.
I look forward to our discussion tomorrow. So with that, we are going to go into our chanting part of the night. And thank you to all who came in. Kathy Hand was with us tonight. So glad you joined us, Kathy, and anyone else who happens to be in the audience. And Sharon, as always, it's so good to see your beautiful face. And I hope you have a good rest of your evening.
Thank you. Enjoy, everybody. I love you.
Love you.
Love you too. All right, so we are going to begin with our first chant, which is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. And Karen, would you talk about that, please?
Okay, so this is where we're going to chant 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together as our beautiful family. Beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number, and then beautiful Teri Angel will lead us in a short meditation on freedom, and then we'll go into our second chant. So we declare that all obstacles be removed. Om Ganapataye Namaha. We declare that all barriers, conflicts, and violence be removed. Om Ganapataye Namaha. We declare that all illusions and illness be removed. Om Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Om Gam 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 Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye
Nama Nama
Let's take a breath into our heart center. The breath is our connection. When we breathe that in fully, fill our lungs completely, we see where we have let go or if there's more to let go of. So as you breathe in, just feel that energy. See if you broke through those barriers, if you release those obstacles. They are our own making, so we can release them at any moment. And this chant just opens that door for us to do so. So as we breathe in again, take a deep breath and then release it out. And we see how we're raised up to a higher plane. And on that higher plane, we get to really see, experience, feel the miracles that come through. We're going into our second chant known as the miracle chant. And we have our miracle Marlene that joined in with us. Hi, Marlene. So let's get to Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Karen?
So this is where we're going to chant 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together as our beautiful family. Beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number. And then beautiful Teri Angel will lead us in the next part of our session. So we declare that all are accepting, aligning, allowing, and awake. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. We declare that all are happy and healthy. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. We declare that all live in peace and harmony and are open and ready to receive miracles. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
No, No way to with
Nam
you.
Myoho Renge Kyo.
No way
Nam Myoho Renge
to
Kyo.
do.
Nam Myoho Renge
Oi
Kyo.
to do.
Nam Myoho Renge
We
Kyo.
go.
Nam Myoho Renge
We
Kyo.
do.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho
Do.
Renge Kyo.
Do.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Do.
Nam Myoho Renge
Do.
Kyo. Nam Myoho
Do.
Renge Kyo.
Do.
Nam
Oh, we
Myoho Renge
do.
Kyo.
Do.
Nam Myoho Renge
We
Kyo.
do.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Go.
Renge Kyo.
Go.
Nam
Yeah.
Myoho Renge
We
Kyo.
do.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam
Oh, we
Myoho Renge
do.
Kyo. Nam
Oh,
Myoho
we
Renge
do.
Kyo. Nam Myoho
Well, we
Renge
do.
Kyo. Nam Myoho
We
Renge Kyo.
do.
Nam
Oh,
Myoho
we
Renge Kyo.
do.
Nam Myoho Renge
Oh, we
Kyo.
do.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge
Well,
Kyo.
hold up.
Nam Myoho Renge
We
Kyo.
do.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Do.
Nam Myoho Renge
Oh.
Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Do.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
We
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
do.
Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo. Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam 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 Myoho Renge
Yeah.
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Yeah.
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Down.
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Oh, down. Down.
Going back into the heart again with the breath. Just breathe in that energy. This time we're going to focus on love, care, compassion. Bring all of that beautiful feeling, all of that energy right into your heart space. And we're going to give honor and glory to our Creator. I call it God, call it whatever you wish. And we do this by chanting Om 3 times. Om is the cosmic sound of God. And then stay in your hearts for a moment. And then we'll give our love away. So take a deep breath in, and we'll begin the chanting of Om. Connect the heart and the brain with just the breath and that beautiful energy of love. As you stay focused in the silence of just love, just feeling that wonderful connection with your higher self. As you breathe that love in, set the intention with the out breath that we're going to send it out into the world, out to where it may be needed, where someone is just waiting for that light to show up. So as you breathe it in from divine, you're breathing it out onto our planet, connecting in with everyone with just the energy of love. Om Shanti Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. May this love, this joy, this peace that we send forth be received into the world. May it go deep into the heart of Gaia so that it comes back up to every living thing on the planet. May peace prevail on our earth. Om Shanti. Thank you. Thank you to everyone. And Marisol came in to be with us. Thank you, Marisol, for being with us tonight. So every night, we make a beautiful declaration about peace in our world. And I'm wondering, Charlie, if you would mind leading us in that tonight.
Oh, I would be honored to. This is something that we do every night. We've been doing it for 975 days now. And what we do is we declare that there is peace on earth, because deep down in our heart, we know there is. And what we do is we say that, and we say that that peace begins inside of us. So we're going to count down from 3, 2,
1.
We declare
That there
there
is
is peace on
earth,
earth.
and we
We
declare
declare
that
that peace
inside of us.
inside of us.
Over this.
Always.
Ever and ever.
Never. Amen.
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 Yes. And we've been doing this as a group known as the
Peace.
For peace.
That would be us.
and be kind.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's waiting for me to ask if you don't want to be a P too. I'm a P, Terry's a P, Karen's a P, Chris and Charlie are P's, and our
Yep.
Gracie is a super P. And wouldn't you like to be a P too?
And our Marisol is a P, and Marlene
Venus,
and Isabel, who just joined us.
Everybody's a P.
We're all P's. If anyone's hearing this on the live replay, you're a P too.
P for peace.
P for peace.
Peace.
Marisol says, yes, she is a P. And Grace Isas is a big old P in our P world.
Oh, just like all of us are peas in the pods.
Yes.
And the peas grow on trees or plants, and these plants sometimes are on the slopes of hills because the hills are alive with the sound of chanting and the sprinkling of peace and the smile on faces, because peace is coming around the corner when we chant.
When we chant.
Peace is coming around the corner when we chant. Peace is coming around the corner. Smiles on people's faces. Peace is coming around the corner when we chant.
When we chant.
And in the playgrounds, the children are having rings and rings of chanting, pockets full of peace, smiling, loving. We all have peace. Thank you.
And be kind.
And to be kind.
Be kind.
Oh, thank you so much, Gracie. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Auntie Jean, Christine Elizabeth, and Sunny, and my darling friend Karen, and all those who joined with us tonight. We love you so much. Come back tomorrow. We'll do it all over again. And we hope you have a beautiful rest of your day or night, wherever you may be. Stay in your hearts and stay blessed. We'll see you tomorrow. And we leave you with
Namaste to all.
I
bye, everyone.
Good
Good
night.
morning, good afternoon, good
Bye.